Bienvenidos. We're going to talk about the verb estar and how to use it in Spanish. In Spanish, the verb estar means to be. And we also know we have another verb in Spanish that means to be. The verb ser also means to be. Why do we have two verbs? Because in Spanish, we use each verb for a different way of being. There are lots of ways of being, and ser is used to talk about time and identity. And in this video, we're going to talk about estar and how it's used to talk about location and health. If we're talking about location and health, we use the verb estar. El estudiante está en clase. The student is in class. The student is located in class. We're talking about location. La cafetería está al lado de la biblioteca. La librería. La cafetería está al lado de la librería. The cafeteria is next to the bookstore. We're talking about location, so we're going to use the verb estar. If we're talking about health or a change in state, we're going to use the verb estar. Estoy triste. I'm sad. My emotions. I'm sad. Estoy bien. I'm well. Está rojo. It's red. It wasn't red before. It's not usually red. It used to be green, and now it's red. That represents a change in state. Está rojo. Está alto. The plant used to be small, now it's tall. Okay, it used to be short, now it's tall. This implies a change. Now I want to contrast this with the use of ser. Ser is used to talk about time and identity. Something like soy mujer, I am a woman. That's something permanent. It's part of my identity. Es triste, something that is sad, like a tragedy. Okay, es triste, it's permanent. Es rojo, you might be talking about a car, you might be talking about an apple, something that's permanent, a barn. Okay, it's not a change. Es alto, that could be something permanent, like a building is tall, a person who could be tall. Now let me show you an example. Está rojo, it's red, it didn't used to be red. Es rojo, it's red, that's just the way it is. Está alto. I've just seen my nephew. I haven't seen him since he was a little baby, and now he's about 6 feet tall. He's grown. Está alto. Es alto. Okay, my sister is writing me a letter about her son, my nephew. I haven't seen him in a while, and she tells me he is tall. That is an aspect of him. It's a permanence thing. If I wanted to talk about emotions and use them with the verb ser, I'm talking about a permanent aspect of my personality. Soy triste would be more like, I'm a sad person. That's just the way I am. Es alto. He's tall. That's just the way he is. So ser is used to talk about more permanent aspects of the subject, whereas estar is used to talk about things that change, or health or well-being, and location. And if you think about it, location is variable usually to a certain extent also. So estar refers to a different way of thinking about being than ser. And in our minds, we need to learn to separate those two and always ask ourselves, when we're using the verb to be in English, which verb would we use in Spanish? Would we use estar or would we use ser?